That makes sense. Hey, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they try.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Smith, his first carry, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Ready up, 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 15 now. Vick, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Third and long for Vick. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A first down throw coming for Vick. That's complete to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Down. Go to base. Check, 47.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Smith. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's Vic. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing. Set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
It's gonna be a long day. Check, 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 check. You kill. 45 to Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Little lady.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Ready, second.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I got you. Man, I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Check. You kill. Hot, hot. Quick.
Kamara trying again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
5-8, 5-8. 45. Rip right, rip right.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. What's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brings up second and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, you got deep? Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
On 2nd and a couple. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
Yellow lady. Kill.
Check 52. General West.
Now they'll run. Murray able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Vic now from the 50. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Then the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Toss play, Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's not going to get me.
Vic readies to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Vic. Throw left side complete. That's Munoz. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Falcons.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Vick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
21, Saints 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Sponge. You're good. 4, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's what I do.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On play action, Vick. Complete to Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, G. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw it here. Vic. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Watch twins. Watch on truck.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Murray. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Running with Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Again, it's Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Breeze now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack on first down. It's caught by Sanders. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete.
Mike 29.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he finds Cook. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, easy.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Check 45 to Mike. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Chance, my chance. Kill.
He's crossing. He's checking crab. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pick me up. Here we go. Under 10. Under 10.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Play action now. Vick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe mash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
mashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Brees going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, Ford Field. They're into the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4. Just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. 22, check,
1st down, Vic. This complete to Jones. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. 21, 21. 25 the mic. Hey, deep. Hey, easy. Hey, check mic 45. Check mic 45. Watch the run.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Brees now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
first and 10. Here's Breeze. He's got Smith here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Breeze now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Easy. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That lead looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive complete.
Just had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more.
Let him know. Hey, exit. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Again, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's good. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And Lutz, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
It's just me and you.
Now Michael Vick. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Breeze to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Hey, easy.
We got it.
53.
Tonight.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Who that? Hey, easy.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Yo.
Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
45, Mike, 45.
One final try here for Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal.
Watch the screen.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. On the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a 2-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
And understandably, this crowd is in an absolute frenzy. But they've got to back it off a little bit, let the guys operate, and they need to take a deep breath as well. They've still got to get a 2-point conversion in order to tie this one.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? To throw is Breeze. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
First throw in overtime here for Vic. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part one is done, now part two. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Over.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Ready. 5-9. Quit talking about it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Check, 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 check. Under.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. To throw, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. No, no, no. Off. Undercrush, undercrush. You're good, you're good. I four, ready. Sammy. Joker.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Check 45 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing to get.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Smith. Oh, look at the juke. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Oh, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Watch out, watch out. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
On second down and 4, Breeze. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on first down. Smith, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 18-yard line.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of